Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This video took 2 years to make, and it's kind of a story. So what happened was about 2 years ago, I kind of placed a huge order. I bought like Showcase 22, Showcase 1, and a whole bunch of other big books. And I couldn't pay for it all at once, so I paid in installments. It was like 4 or 5 months where I paid a little bit each month, and to pay off the big bill. And then at the end of the bill, like once I paid everything off, the guy said, "Hey, you should really, grade some of these books because a lot of them were raw." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll pay for the extra grading costs." And he shipped them off to CGC. So then a year passes. I'm like, where are the books? I would have expected CGC to be a bit faster about getting the books back. A few more months passed. I kept on asking him. I was like, "Hey, where are my books? Did you hear anything?" And he'd be like, CGC didn't really get back to me. I don't know what's going on. They said that they're in the submission process, but that's about it." So I'm like, oh, it's been like over a year of waiting. And then a year and a half passes. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, are these books lost, or I don't even know what's going on with them. So I was really, really getting nervous because these are like a lot of Golden Age books, a lot of big Silver Age books as well. And I just didn't know what happened to them. So today, or actually yesterday, he wrote me and said, "Hey, look, your books finally arrived." And so I'm like, "Oh, wow, cool. I'll come in today and pick them up." So I drove in today, and it just happened that he had a sale as well. So so I got my books. These are the slabs, but I also picked up a whole bunch of raw books. I wasn't going to send these off to CGC because I don't want to go through that again. But I bought a bunch of raw books. He had like, a sale. They were like $5 each, and some were a little bit more, but I'll show you those once I get to them. So the first one is New Mutants #1. I thought, wow, for $5, why not, right? I thought that was a pretty good deal. And they had almost a complete run of Secret Wars. So Secret Wars #12, all for $5. And actually I negotiated, so I even got cheaper than $5. So $5 Canadian too. So that's like $4 US. So yeah, so not too bad. More Secret Wars. So I almost got the entire run, which is kind of nice. I actually have the keys, but I didn't have the run fillers. So basically completed my collection of Secret Wars. So Secret Wars #5, Secret Wars #4, Secret Wars #2. Yeah, Secret Wars #2. And Secret Wars #1. And they also had this really cool Marvel Age. This is like, I believe, the first Ghost Rider, the new Ghost Rider. So I thought that was kind of cool. So Ghost Rider. I actually have it already, but for $5, I picked it up again. And for $5, they had a whole bunch of Golden Age books. I was like, $5 for Golden Age? Wow, I can't go wrong. So they had this cookie. I thought it was kind of a cute little good girl art cover. The guy's going to shoot the guy in the nose because he's looking at the girl. Thought that was kind of cool. And this book actually is a really rare book. This is Harry Truman. This book there's actually 2 variations to it. There's the gray suit and the dark suit. The dark suit's considered to be his funeral suit, which is a little bit more rare. But this one is a pretty pricey book. Like originally, I guess he had it for $25. $5, I buy it all day. This is a book that was mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent. So because of historical accuracy. So that was the issue with it. So I think that was kind of cool. And then he had Terry Toons. I almost bought this from my comic shop. So I almost paid $50 for this. So to get it for $5, wow, that's pretty awesome. So this is like early Mighty Mouse. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then they had some Super Duck. So I thought that was kind of cool. Super Duck. And some more Super Duck. They had a bunch of Super Ducks. I picked up all the issues that I could. All for $5. So I thought that was really awesome. So some more Super Duck. I don't know what issues these are. 52. So these are later ones. But these are all Golden Age. I mean, you know, it's kind of cool to pick up Golden Age books for $5. Yeah, that's another Super Duck. 51. Actually, Super Duck was one of the ones that was mentioned in Seduction and Innocent 2. I believe it was Super Duck number 22. And this one is kind of a cool book. This is a key. I actually have this book already, but mine has this big sticker on it. So it's kind of nice to get it without the sticker. And this is a key appearance. I believe it's Jackpot or something like that made their first appearance in this book. Something like that, I'm pretty sure. So kind of a cool book to get finally as without the sticker on it. And then I believe this is from Kraven the Last Hunt. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 294. So I thought that was kind of cool. And Peacemaker number 1. I thought that was interesting. This is, I believe, the second or third series for Peacemaker. And I'm not sure if this is the one, but this is another $5. This is $5. So this is Incredible Iron Man number 120. And I'm not sure, is this the first appearance of Moondragon? It's similar to this. I have it. I'm just not sure if it's this one or a different one. But I thought that was kind of cool. So they battle it out. And I just thought this was kind of a nice classic cover. This is kind of this is Action Comics 485. Kind of an homage to the Neil Adams cover. And this is also done by Neil Adams. So you can see it's done by Neil Adams. So kind of interesting. I thought that was kind of cool. Where he's breaking the kryptonite chains. And then I got a bunch of non $5 books. But I thought I got some pretty cool ones. So I got Tales of Suspense 35. This is the first prototype for The Watcher. I always wanted this book. It's such a great book. Yeah, it's like a 3.0. So not too bad. And this one is the last showcase that I needed for my collection. And he had actually a really high price on it. $335 US. And it is in bad shape. It's like a 1.5. So it's in really rough shape. But this is the first appearance of the Challengers of the Unknown. And it's showcase number 6. So yeah, that was the last key from the showcase run that I needed. So I was quite excited about that. And then I got a whole bunch of Silver Age Lois Lane. So I'm basically trying to get a complete run of Lois Lane. And he was selling them at, it was like $10 each. So I thought it was a pretty good deal. So this is Lois Lane 38. Lois Lane 41. A lot of them are kind of romance related. This is Lois Lane 54. It's kind of a cool cover. I like this one. Lois Lane, what is it? 58. Sorry. Kind of a cool one. I kind of like the Arabian Nights kind of look. And then we got an early one, Lois Lane number 12. This is kind of cool. And we got Lois Lane 109, sort of a maybe Bronze Age, kind of later, like Silver Bronze Age kind of era. And then we got Lois Lane 110. So these were all ones I just didn't have in my collection. So basically run filler. I just picked up all the Lois Lanes that they had that I didn't have in my collection. 112. 113. I like this one a lot, this cover. This is Lois Lane 114 with Thor. Yeah, what's her name? The Thorn. Yeah. So I just really like her. And then we got Lois Lane 115. My Death by Lois Lane. Isn't that melodramatic? It's kind of cool. And then 120. I think this is a great bondage cover. That was actually one of the bondage covers I missed. I have all the bondage covers for Lois Lane, but that was one of the ones I was missing. And this is another great cover I really like. This is 121, and this is where Lois Lane looks old, and you got Thorn, and just really cool cover. And then we got then there was a couple other cool books that they had. Submariner number 8, and this is a book that was a bit hot lately because it's a kind of a great cover with Submariner versus the Thing, kind of a classic cover battle. And then we got another classic cover battle between the Human Torch and the Submariner. This is Strange Tales 107. So I thought, oh, these are pretty cool. I had to pick them up. So, and he gave me a pretty good deal. So I bought all those. He kind of discounted it a bit, like 15%. So, it wasn't too bad. I was quite happy. So I got my slabs now. I'm going to show you what I picked up. Now the grading, so he sort of gave me grades before what he thought they would be, and then CGC actually graded them. I was actually shocked because some of the grades were really, really bad, like really off. Like he graded at a 2 and it came back a 0.5. So yeah, I was like a little bit upset about that, but he's a good guy. The guy that I was working with is Paradise Comics, and he said he would compensate me for the loss of the grade, because it was things where pages were missing, and that's what killed the grade. So but I'll show you some of the books. So the first book, and this one graded a little lower. It was supposed to be a 4.5, and it came out at 4. Is Spirit number 1. This is the very first Spirit series. A series dedicated to Spirit. It's kind of cool, where he's coming out of the graveyard kind of thing, so I thought that was kind of cool. And then we got, I gotta put this down so it won't fall. Then we got another great one. This is Flash 110. This is the first appearance of Kid Flash, and it's also the first appearance of the Weather Master. So just so not the Weather Master, but Weather Wizard. Oh geez, good alliteration on that one. So yeah, just a really great one. This was also lower than what I expected. I was expecting a 2.5, and it's a 1.5. It was like, ugh. So CGC killed on the grades. So I was a little bit disappointed by those ones. Some of them graded higher, and some graded a lot lower. Then we got Showcase number 20. This is the first appearance of Rip Hunter, which is kind of cool. I got another. So I have now a really good Showcase collection. And we got this one. Really, I was shocked. This one came back, and it's a major key too. This one had gone up a lot too. This one came back a 0.5. There's a missing page. Page 12 is missing. So I was like, oh, really horrible. So yeah, it's in pretty rough shape. So 0.5. Yeah. So this is Amazing Spider-Man number 6, the first appearance of the Lizard. A book I really was excited to get, but sadly not in great shape. And then we got Amazing Spider-Man 25, and this is the first appearance of a couple things. It's the first cameo appearance of Mary Jane Watson, and it's the face not shown. First appearance of Professor Spencer Smith, and the Spider Slayer. So a whole bunch of cool things going on in this book. I always wanted this book in my collection. Now I have it. So again, I was expecting a higher grade. It graded lower. So I didn't do so well on the grading. And then we got another really cool comic, another Golden Age one. This is Sensation Mystery number 110. So Sensation Comics changed their name in 110 to Sensation Mystery, and it went from being a Wonder Woman comic into sort of more these kind of mystery, like sci-fi or kind of horror related stuff, you know. So this one is the first issue, numbering continued from Sensation Comics 109. So 109 is the last one with Wonder Woman. And we got Hulk 1. Hulk, not 1, Hulk 6 in a 1-0. This was one of the other ones that I picked up out of the spur of the moment. So this one actually wasn't in the ones I was waiting for, but he had it, and I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. And he had a fairly good price on it. So I was like, oh, yeah, I might as well pick that up. So I thought it was pretty great. I'm trying to get the run of 1 through 6 for the Hulk. So now I have 1, 2, and 6. So it's not too bad. I'm getting close, halfway there. And then we got some more Sensation Comics. This is Sensation Comics number 63. Really great Wonder Woman cover. So I thought that was quite nice. I really like the Sensation Comics. And actually, in many cases, I like the Sensation comics covers better than the Wonder Woman covers. But so I really like Sensation Comics. Okay, and that was from 1947. And then we got, this is the big one, and actually graded higher. So I was quite happy about this. It was supposed to be a 3.0. It came out as a 4.0. So this is Mary Marvel number 1. And this is one of the bigger books. So it was good that one of the bigger books graded higher. So this is from 1945. It's just a really great book. It's also the origin of Shivana. And just a really great book. I really like Mary Marvel. So I think, you know, having her first title is kind of cool. And then we got this one graded at this, like what it should have graded. So nothing special. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 100. Just a classic cover. Just a great cover. I'm so happy to have this in a slab, actually. Just really nice. This is I like these like centennial issues where it's like, you know, issue 100. So kind of cool. And then we got Showcase 17, and this is the first appearance of Adam Strange and Alana. So that's kind of cool. And this graded at a 2.5, which is what I expected. So yeah, it's quite nice. So Adam Strange first appearance. So that's like, now I have like a really great showcase collection. I have every major key from the showcase run, which is kind of a cool thing for me. And there's one last one, and this one I was so disappointed about it. So this one I was expecting a 2.0, and it graded at a 0.5. I was really heartbroken when I saw this. I was like shocked. I was like, oh my goodness. So I actually looked it up afterwards, and the difference in price between a 0.5 and a 2 is only 25 bucks. It's so sad. Like the difference. So, you know, maybe what I'll do is I'll find somebody that's willing to swap, and, you know, I'll pay cash for the difference. So this is, but this one is kind of interesting. It's the first appearance of Phantom, like Space Phantom, I believe. Yeah, Space Phantom. So Avengers number 2. It's also where Hulk leaves the Avengers. So he was only in the Avengers for 1 issue. So, and then he leaves. So this is Avengers number 2. And I'm trying to get a complete run, like from maybe 1 to 20 of Avengers. That's what I did with the X-Men and Fantastic Four. So I'm trying to do the same with Avengers. I actually not quite done on Fantastic Four. I have a few more issues that I need to pick up in order to get that 1 to 20 run. So that has been my comic haul, basically. That took 2 years to make. Finally, I'm so excited to finally have these books in my collection. Yeah, it's such a relief, you know, to know that the books weren't lost. I was like, oh my goodness, are these books going to be lost? I'm actually curious to ask you, people watching this, have you sent things off to CGC and just never seen them, or are just waiting for them for like over a year? I'd like to hear your thoughts about CGC grading, and what do you think of the books from this collection? Thanks again for watching. Bye.